Shout out to the Cowboy Nation. This is your boy LT coming at you guys again with another flavor for today. Just want to go over basically the opponents that we have to face next week. Cincinnati. This is not a trap game. This is not a must-win game as well. I must say, this is just a game just to see where are the Cowboys. Media is always showing that or lamenting the fact that we are not playing anybody who's winning anything. So this game here, although our record technically is better than the Cincinnati, we all know that if we beat them or if we win, they'll still say that this game, Cincinnati are not who we thought they are, and then they'll push it on to the next game and to the next game, etc. But we still must be able to get out there and show who the Cowboys really is, or really are in better words. But outside of that, I really want to see Dak Prescott still, play exactly how he's been playing. I don't want to see him change anything else, but I really want to see Zeke the Freak step it up even more. He should be more formidable to the team now, more formidable. I can't talk today, but more formidable to the reps that are at hand. We do know that media always have an angle when it comes to the Cowboys, and they always have this notion that we are this makeshift team that with no leadership and no this and no that. But I must say, I really like what our coaching staff is doing. I really like Jason Garrett's philosophy, although he's a stickler with the process, but technically he's right. It's to a degree. You gotta stick to your process. You gotta take every day at its face value and never look too far ahead and never focus too far back on the past. We must be able to get out here and prove to all of the media and prove to ourselves that we are who we are. All that comes from just being able to just fight and stand firm for what we believe in. And I really think the Cowboys can do that. Just don't buy into the hype and don't buy into what the media is saying out there. But outside of that, I really think that the Cowboys have a way to have that resiliency, have that way of getting back into the right tracks and getting out there to win. But I really want to see, as well as I want to see Lucky Whitehead. I like what I'm seeing out of Cole Beasley, but I really, 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 really want to see Lucky Whitehead on one time with that reverse sweep to get out there and at least do a 20 or 30 yard play to get the defense on their heels. I think that's the best approach. That's the best way to get this game going, is to just know that Cincinnati is an aggressive defense. They run to the ball real well, and I think that this game could be a challenging problem for them if we can have them to bite on that reverse sweep and have Lucky to bust one loose. And I really think that this game as well, although General Lee is one of my favorite players on the defense, he's been absent, but I really want him to not just get tackles, but I want to see him get a turnover or something like that, or cause a fumble or pluck the ball out of the sky and get an INT. I really want to see that. Now, J.J. Wilcox, and everybody know that I've been on the deal of a notion of having him getting rid of and cutting him and all this stuff and just cut him. But he surprised me. He's my surprise player of last week against this game by stopping a few plays, and then he was lost in space a couple times too, as well, as I looked over the tape. But he did show up when we really needed him the most, to block down a pass or bat down a pass or what have you, or just put his helmet. So 2 weeks in a row, he's been doing something out there, which is a plus to him. Shout out to J.J. Wilcox. And what I really want to see, I don't know whether or not Dez Bryant is going to be able to play Cincinnati, but I really want to see him out there with number 19. I really think that would be a plus out there. And outside of that, Cole Beasley, of course, we will still want him to do his deal. Although Jason Witten is out there, number 82, just Hall of Fame, Pro Bowler, class ready, class personified, and he's just going to be able to get everything going out there. But I like the idea and in the notion that we have Cole Beasley as Dak Prescott safety valve versus Jason Witten, who runs so slow that you think that the tape is being paused, but or in slow motion. But outside of that, I think that the Cowboys still have a chance, and that's all you have to have is a chance. Just give the boys a chance, and we can just turn things into a better perspective. But comment down below. Let me know who do you think that is going to be able to show up this game and show out and just have a better outing as far as the Cowboys versus the Cincinnati Bengals. Or what do you have as far as perspective of what the Cowboys should do? Now, outside of that, the Eagles, who they played? The Detroit. I want to know why. I want to know how and why the Eagles get such a powder puff schedule. Somebody was showing favor for them guys. The only tough game that they had, and I'm not trying to throw any shades to the Eagles. They showing promising too as well with Carson, but the only hard team they had was the Steelers, and they routed the Steelers. And when I said that they didn't play a common opponent, don't want you guys to get confused. Whereas we saying that they're not playing the same people or the same team that the Cowboys playing. No, I'm saying that they're not playing the rivalry games up front. They got kind of like this cookie cutter scheduling, and most of their games that when they do play, the teams are at their field. So I wonder how they got all that in the mess. But outside of that, I just really like when I see in my Cowboys. But man, that's something to look back on the first start of the season, because if anybody know anything about rookie quarterbacks, is you want to get them in motion, in rhythm, to get a good feel of everything, and then they're good to go from there. But and not to leave out the Redskins and the Giants. Giants lost the other day against the Vikings, and they should have lost that game. The Vikings just were a better defensive team, and they got into the mind of Odell Beckham, and he was just all over the place, crying and bitching and moaning about every little tip of a feather that fell on his shoulder. There were just so many little things that he needs to grow up on, and I can't talk much because Dez Bryant does get like that at times, but at least, and I'm going to say this, preface my statement with this, at least Dez Bryant is big enough to absorb, because he's a big dude, to absorb some of those things that the other players, because he can just outpower them and outwill them. But when I look at Odell Beckham, or Odell Beckham, however you wanted to call him, he's a little dude, man. He's a little guy, and he's talking all this rah-rah stuff, and somebody pop him, he's crying, But the Redskins, some questionable calls on the Browns versus the Redskins. I saw that with my own eyes. But it's about winning the game. When at the end of the day, it's about getting that W. They got the W. They beat Cleveland Browns. That's a team that they should have beat, but also they should have lost. But it's just how football is. It's a fickle sport. But outside of that, it just seems like everything is right for the plucking for my Cowboys to just win the NFC East and get the game going and get the ball rolling in the right direction. Let me guys, let me know what you guys think. That's been my time. I thank you guys for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. May God bless until I see you guys again. How about them Cowboys? I'm out. Peace.